Hello and welcome to another update video about Stellar Lumens. Haven't done for a while, but I promised it to someone, so go ahead and do a Stellar Lumens update. Stellar Lumens was quite weak this year after the peak here back in May. Since then we haven't really seen any significant moves to the upside. I think people were waiting for it. I was waiting for it as well. Thought we would go higher, a bit similar to Bitcoin, but yeah, we didn't. And again, that just shows that we were doing here the same or very similar pattern as so many other cryptos. I think, again, this is all based on the move, in my view, that Bitcoin did as well. So we were coming up here in a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 move to the upside in some way. I mean, in my view, this was definitely a impulsive move to the upside back here in May. Since then, I think we have seen, very similar to Bitcoin, an A, B, C correction play out, with the C still to be coming. What we are doing here at the moment, I think, is waiting for another move to the downside. We found support here now, and this is all based on the Elliott wave method, where the C is going to land lower than the A. What we've got here on this chart are the Fibonacci levels. We've got a target area for the level C, for the wave C here, between the 0.887 Fib level and the 0.786 Fib level. Normally you would assume that the 0.618, I mean, we've already come into it, but I think, so normally you would say, right, for this move down here, this area would be acceptable and valid, but we've already come into it. And I think, based on what I see on the Bitcoin chart, I think we could come even lower once more. So this is already valid, but you would need, for a wave C, you would need to come down lower anyway. So because we came down so far in the wave A and we haven't really seen an impulsive move here to the upside yet, I think we're coming down once more. Also considering my expectation for Bitcoin that we are going to lose another, maybe 40 to 50% of the Bitcoin value before we go up to new all-time highs next year. I think now, as we are moving up with Bitcoin, and this also goes in line with my expectation for Bitcoin now going up into its target area between 55 and 63K before it then turns around to move down into this target area here between 20 and 29K for Bitcoin. This equivalent here for Stellar Lumens would be between 11 cents or 11.5 and 19 cents, right? But I think, because we seem to be turning around here with Bitcoin as well, I think we're going to have another maybe year-end rally or something that goes into the first few weeks of 2021, where Stellar Lumens then could get into this target area in blue. The levels here would be between 33 and 40 cents, 40 cents. This is all based on retracement levels, Fib retracements. So I take these ones out, and what we need to do, it's basically the retracement of the wave B. The wave B is a corrective wave. So what we do, we take the Fib levels from the high to the low of the wave A and see how far could actually wave B, oh no, sorry, this was the wrong one. That wave here. We go from that wave, from the high of that wave to the low, which was here at 22 cents. And we take a look at, where could that lead us to? And we have a perfect target area between the 0.5, that is what you would expect in a retracement of this kind, a 0.5 Fib level, and the 0.786. So between 33 cents and 39.5, this is where we would expect a turnaround then to the downside. All based on Fibs, all based on the Elliott wave method. And without much surprise, what would that show us? What would that give us? Take a look at how that would look in the chart. We would go into this area here and then come down. That drop then makes sense, because this would be a head and shoulders. You can see a head and shoulders on the Bitcoin chart as well. This makes perfect sense. This would be a lower high, a higher high, and then a lower high with a neckline here, down there, something like that, with measuring the high, adding it to the low. That would even take us below the target area, but I would stick with the Fibs for now. These technical targets are oftentimes, in the crypto market especially, I would take them with a pinch of salt. I think I've got the feeling and the view, and also from what I see in the charts, that Fib levels work much better than these technical targets where you draw a line and then you know say, oh, okay, it just doesn't work. Sometimes they're good for orientation, but I'd rather use fibs, and that's I think where we're gonna land, you know. And again, looking at the indicators, we can see that confirm that we now see a bit of a rise up. So we have the RSI here on the daily back in the bullish range, under bullish control. The MACD also made a bullish cross. You know, we reversed down here. And if we take a look on the weekly, we can see that also here we on the weekly we are slowing down here, the downtrend. Also stochastic RSI is turning around. So yeah, we could see a bit of a run, maybe even all the way up to the 40 cent level, you know. That is absolutely possible. Given what I think is going to happen for Bitcoin, this would be quite logical as well. Yes, there is a chance, of course. There is a chance, of course, that we could just go through here straight away. I think that chance, however, would be lower. And to do that, we would need to get above 43.5 cents. You know, above that wave B, then we could move higher here. And depending on what the price is doing, then we could even go to new all-time highs, potentially in another bull run. But then Bitcoin needs to do another bull run as well. I think at the moment, there will be another final sell-off. That is my expectation. That's the highest probability in my view. But based on this, everything in these markets is probability. And yeah, I've gave you the support and resistance levels. Next key support, though, just not to forget that, would be 25 cents. So as soon as you drop below 25 cents or 25.5, that's the previous low here, I think we're going to unlock lower prices than here into this target area. But my expectation would be go up first here together with Bitcoin before we then drop down much further. And these would be ideal prices. After this, then I would expect a turnaround and another bull run next year, because what this essentially is, you can see this on a higher time frame. This would be a wave 1, this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the upside. Now all we are doing now is a larger wave 2 correction where you can retrace quite a bit, yeah, before we then move up in a wave 3, which is oftentimes the longest wave then. So this will be, we can expect nice prices at some point next year in my view. That's what I think. You know, I can't really time frames, you can't really see time frames in here. But I think looking at, you know, how long the corrections take typically here and took this year and how long it took for certain wave patterns to play out, I would expect that this whole correction might go into or towards the end of Q1, and then we should see a impulsive move to the upside again towards new all-time highs. And talking about prices, then the next wave to the upside, then I would expect, I mean, after the correction down here into the area of 11 to 19 cents, I would expect at least prices of the 1.618 extension. So you can expect 127 or even 156 or even a $2 Stellar Lumens, which would be great. You know, this would really take us much higher than where we were earlier this year. So and this will then all make sense from a wave count perspective. So hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please smash the like button and subscribe. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.